guys, it's Treasure and welcome back to my chest. So if you're a longtime viewer from my channel, you were going to realize that this is not my bedroom, or not. Maybe you won't. But I sat down in the living room earlier and I was just like thinking about something and I was just like, why am I like this? So I noticed that I am obviously a perfectionist. I have made videos about this, about how like perfection has been kind of ruining my growth or my actions in general, and I think that's like just a common thing for everyone. We've just gotten like so used to seeing things look sort of perfectly that we feel like everything that we do needs to be perfect or almost perfect. And I noticed that I have a habit of setting up the background of my videos a certain way because I just, I like when things are perfect. So if you've like scrolled through my videos on my channel, you can see that when I started being active on the channel, I had made this like setup for my background because I wanted like my videos to just look good and just look like I had my shit together. And there's multiple videos where I did it with the background and with the little ring, not the ring light, the fucking LED light and everything. And I was like, oh, it's so cute. I look like I'm like, an actual established somewhat of a YouTuber. And then slowly you can see that I start kind of moving the camera in my room and not really caring what's in the background. But please, like, I give the impression that I don't give a fuck by like filming other spots in my room, but I do give a fuck. Like I look at my channel and it has started kind of like stressing me out that the thumbnails are not matching anymore. But I think that's just me and my little quirks and whatever. And even like certain backgrounds, sometimes I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, that thing in the background, I'm not happy that it's there. Like even in my room, I have like a garbage in my room and I film a certain way when I sit down, and when I see the garbage, I get up and go hide the garbage. You guys don't know how much stuff that I kind of like move around of my background sometimes, just because I'm just like, oh no, people can't see my garbage. Oh no, people can't see that I have a towel just hanging on my door to dry. And now that I'm like thinking about it and talking about it out loud, I'm just like, this sounds so crazy. Because I'm an average person. I am a normal person, I assume. And people that watch my videos are normal people. Why the fuck would they care that there are normal things in the backgrounds of my videos, as I am a normal human being? Well, I'm not normal. I'm a fucking weirdo, but like, you know what I mean? Like the average experience of someone. Like we're not perfect all the time. Our backgrounds are not perfect all the time. And that's why today I'm in my living room, because me and my roommate, we're in the trenches or whatever. Like we have an apartment that is old and an old building that has multiple issues, but our rent is low. We just, in this economy, like our rent is kind of fucking amazing, but it's a crackhead fucking place. And I feel like, I don't know if, I haven't noticed, I think maybe she's a little bit more comfortable filming because I think I saw her like film, but I think it's still like an issue for both of us that we're just kind of like, how could I say, embarrassed of what our apartment looks like, and kind of taking that out, like taking it as our own, just being like, oh, we are embarrassed because like our apartment looks cracks, like that's our fault. Like this is within our budget, so the apartment is clearly not perfect. Obviously you can see that my living room is just like, why is there so much shit? Yeah, because we're two girls living in an apartment that doesn't have enough space, so there's a lot of shit in my living room that just shouldn't be in the living room. But you know what, we're living and we're doing what we can with what we have. We're doing what we can with what we have. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. I think I wanted to like talk again about like this like weird perfectionism issue where we just think that everything needs to be perfect to be good content or be something good. But I'm just now like realizing more and more that like that's just bullshit. It is just utter bullshit. And I've talked about it and I have gotten better with my perfectionism. I'm trying to do things and say things that I usually didn't do in the past because I was so focused on things looking perfect. Like, and it's not even that big of a deal. it really is not that big of a deal that my background is just normal things. But I think I've just always been used to like making it seem like things just look better than they actually are. And considering that I have repeated this multiple times on my channel, that I wanted to be real and I wanted to be vulnerable and I wanted to be authentic, I don't think that me like hiding where, well, not where I live in general, but like hiding in what kind of environment that I live is me being authentic. Because it's just like, I have said it multiple times, okay? We are struggling. We are struggling monetarily. And so we live within our means in this economy. Like, I tried looking for an apartment, okay? Before I moved into here, I used to live with my grandparents because the fucking market for apartments was shit. Was shit. And I was with a roommate before, and I decided to go with my grandparents and figure out life and try to figure out what's gonna happen, because I couldn't find any apartments that were within my budget for me to live alone, because it was just crazy. And then that's the reason that I ended up coming into this apartment, because my roommate was just like, hey, my rent is not that high, but alone it was kind of like $1,000 a month is kind of harsh on someone alone. So she like offered that I come and we split it, because let's be real, it was really fun to a certain point to live with family, because I don't have that many bills to pay and I just can act a little bit crazy with my money. Hence the whole PC setup that I got, because my whole PC, I got it when I was living with my grandparents, because I've been wanting a PC for a long time and my laptop died. So I was just like, let me just invest into a PC. And I would never have been able to invest that much money in a PC if I wasn't living with family members. But like, yeah, it's fun, the little quirks. I don't need to pay for food and this and this and that. But you pay with your mental health, okay? Because I love my grandparents. But being neurodivergent, sometimes I need my fucking space. And grandparents, they don't, like, the way they... My grandparents are boomers, okay? The way they were fucking raised, like, they think that neurodivergence is bullshit. Or if it's not obvious that you're neurodivergent, that's not a thing. And anyways, I would just get into, like, moments where they were asking too many questions and they were getting in my face. And I love them so much, but I think that, like, I have gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, I have lived with you guys so many times. Because in my lifetime, I have lived with my grandparents a lot. And I'm like... I think in all their grandchildren, I'm like the grandchild that is the closest to them and that has lived the most with them. So I think I just got to a point where I was like, okay, now I'm 28 years old and I really appreciate that you guys have let me live here, but I can't live here forever. Especially with the content. I wanted to get back in my content, and I get so shy with my content when it's around my family. Like, my roommate wants to do content. So I have gotten to a point where I'm comfortable enough that, like, if she would walk in the fucking house right now while I'm filming this in the living room, like, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't ruin anything. But if I have family just showing up while I'm trying to film content, then I'd just be like, oh, that's nothing. I'm not doing anything, you know? So anyways, I had to stop living there. I don't even know where I was trying to get to. See, fucking ADHD again. I'm just so fucking done with this. Why can't my brain just, like, focus on thoughts and just put them across and not fucking take a break? I'm just gonna go back to the topic of discussion. So yeah, I was talking about, like, you know, I had to fucking move out at some point, and then I came here, and the apartment has a lot of potential, okay? The way that that apartment is made, our rooms are kind of big. There's potential to this apartment, but there's a lot of issues to it. And how can I say, physically, there are parts in the apartment that don't look good. That they just look nasty, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. And I feel that's why it has been so hard for me to kind of film more content, because I'm getting too scared of, like, what, like, the apartment looks in the background. Like, just cat videos. Like, I have my cat doing some crazy shit in my room sometimes, and then I send, like, videos, but, like, it films our floor the way the floor is fucking ugly, okay? It was painted over for some reason. So like, because it's get damaged, like there's just spots everywhere of spots that don't have the paint anymore and everything. So when I make like cat videos, I'm already like shy to send the cat videos because it just shows the floor, it shows the walls with the paint fucking coming off, and it just shows to everyone how fucking ghetto my apartment is, how fucking crackhead it is. But at the end of the day, I have to remember that's just my reality. And I don't know why I'm trying to hide it so much. And I'm happy that recently, every day or like every few days, I'm starting to really realize things that are stopping me from being more active or making more content, because I'm caring about details that do not fucking matter. They really do not matter. It doesn't matter that I'm in a crackhead apartment. It really does not. Why am I trying to hide that? That's just the reality of it. And I know that I have so much things coming to me in my future that I'm just like, why am I focused on these things? This is not like, what's the word? Permanent. This apartment is not permanent. This is a chapter of my life where I'm living here. And eventually I'm not going to be living here. That's just what I have for now. And I should be grateful that I have a fucking roof over my head. Be grateful that I have a room the size that I do. Be grateful that, you know, I can live and have a rent that is not fucking crazy, because, oh my God, there's people over here, like, they're paying way too much for their rent. So, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to share my little realization, and it's kind of like a little door to let you guys know that I think that the content, I'm going to start making more content more seriously, because I'm slowly finally opening up and not caring as much about the things that I used to care about, that I now know it is ridiculous to care about. If it makes sense. I hope it did make sense. I feel like every video I'm just like, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. And then I rewatch the video and I'm like, oh, it kind of does make sense. And then people comment and then I'm like, okay, I do make sense. Like, I'm okay. But yeah, that was my little, that's all I wanted to say today. So yeah, if you guys watched the whole video, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, whatever, comment. I love reading comments and responding to comments. And now is the time to leave comments, guys, because I can answer. Because I'm telling you, like, once I pop off, if I don't have time to answer your comments, it's going to be your issue that you didn't answer when I could answer the comments. And when I say things like that, I feel like I'm so full of myself, but it's just like, I believe in myself and I believe in my potential. And it's like, I'm already convinced and I already know most of the things that are going to happen for me in the future. So I'm just giving you a heads up. Okay? And please, let me know if you guys want me to share my Discord server. Nobody gives a fuck about my Discord server. And I know my Discord server is dead, but I'm just like, I want to add people in it. But then because it's dead, I don't want to add people in it. But then no one like shows interest that they want to be in it. So I'm just like, I guess I'm just going to wait. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Oh my God, I shouldn't do that.